Hi guys, welcome back. I'm Dorothy, Professional Astrologer. Today I'm going to talk to you about the full moon in the sign of Pisces, so stay with me. I'll be right back. Welcome back, guys. You know, I did a lot of recording before I went on vacation in August, and I am not finding my motivation. Hard to get back into this, and I plan on doing it. So today I want to talk about the full moon on September 6th, which is in the sign of Pisces. It is the first lunar event since the eclipse that we had on August 21st. But the interesting stuff is I'm posting this early like I always do, but I wanted to talk about September 3rd, because on September 3rd, retrograde Mercury is conjunct Mars as well. And they're doing this at like 28 degrees of Leo, so it's just a few minutes away from where the eclipse was on August 21st. And of course, Uranus is still in that triangle to where these two guys are, and that eclipse energy. So the eclipse energy of August 21st is being activated. That's what this represents. Mercury retrograde is not the end of the world, but it does go stationary at this point too. So in the next day it goes stationary. So when planets are stationed like Mercury will be on September 3rd, 4th, and conjunct Mars and trine Uranus, all at the eclipse point, this culmination of energy is a lot of talk and a lot of conversation. A lot of information coming at us at 100 miles an hour, even more than what we're accustomed to with social media the way it is, right? So what I recommend with something like this, being a Gemini, Mercury is my ruling planet, is that you listen, slow it down, and listen to what's being said and what's going on around you. Do your best not to react to things. You can respond, of course, we're not doormats here, but recommend that you do the best that you can to be quiet, to listen to what's going on, respond when you need to, but that's the best thing, because with all this energy of Mercury, Mars, Uranus, all at that eclipse point, there's just going to be so many talking heads. People are going to be talking over each other. Nobody's going to be listening. It can be a fair amount of chaos because the energy is so high. So this is all while the moon is still in a waxing phase, because we're not quite full yet. All right, so that's that piece of it. The next piece, let me make sure I've got this correct looking at my ephemeris. It is September 5th that Mercury goes direct, and that's at 7:29 in the morning, all right? The same morning, Mars actually enters Virgo as well, so Mars is going to be a little more constrained than its usual excitedness and fiery personality, so it's going to be a little more constrained over the next 6-7 weeks. And with Mercury stationary on September 5th, this is all the day before the full moon. It means that, again, slow it down, pay attention, allow things to have their own pace. Don't force anything, all right? That's really the best way to handle these retrogrades, especially the retrograde of Mercury, since it happens all the time. Just take your time. Take your time. Don't be in a hurry. It's quite all right. It's going to take Mercury a couple weeks to get back to where it was before it went retrograde. And that's all that we need to deal with. It's just like redoing a few things. It's all good. Now, the full moon in Pisces, 13 degrees of Pisces is where this is going to be. That means the sun's at 13 Virgo. When we have this mutable opposition, there's a lot of other mutable planets in the zodiac of the day as well. This just means that we have an opportunity to actually start to assimilate a little bit of information, a little bit of all the work we've been doing, and sort of start to settle in. When the moon is in, the full moon is in Pisces, it's actually conjunct Neptune as well within a degree. And so we have an opportunity to see how this fits into our spirituality, whatever you've been doing, right? If you've been doing anything relating to spirituality, prayer, meditation, any of these metaphysical things, that will be helpful. But it also shows us where, if we're not into that a whole lot, but it can show us where we have that compassion for others, where we can come together for others, which is definitely necessary considering the weather problems Texas is having. So it's where we can all come together and see how we all are one. And this is a very big awareness with that full moon in Pisces. This is something that's really important for us. We're all humans. We're all coming together. I know this is no news. This is not new news. I get it. But this is what we look at with this full moon in Pisces. How we're all connected, how we're all one, and how we can all come together to help. Of course, Pisces has a lot to do with water, and of course, a lot of flooding. So a lot of flooding, metaphorically, well, it's symbolic too. All the flooding is bringing people together. So this is another way that we would look at it. But in your own personal life, do what you need to help others where you see it's necessary and where you see it's where it fits for you, all right? Because this is how we have to pull it back to what's important for us. Because the big picture is the big picture, and we can have our compassion for that, and we can help in our own ways, but we still need to know what it means for us on a personal level. That's why we do these things. So thank you very much for watching. I'm going to try and do a few more of these, more than one a month. Anyways, share please, and comment and like below. Share wherever you find this. Share it on all of your media sources. I appreciate that. And come to my website, nhastrologer.com. Once a month, I pick a person who has signed up to be on my email list that month to get a free 20-minute session. So that is always there. So come join my email list too. I don't bombard you with much. I'm not a big marketer, so I will just email a couple times a month just to tell you what my classes are, if I'm having any specials, and just to point you to the videos here when they get put up. All right? All right. Thank you very much, and have a blessed day, and namaste.